Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel, and man, have we got something in store for you today. This is part 3 of my beef kind of series here on the channel, and for part 3, the final part here, we're doing it big. I mean, we are smoking some of the best beef in the entire world. It is A5 certified Japanese Wagyu. We're going to dry brine it for a couple hours using just some salt. Then we're going to smoke it in the smoker till it comes up to a little bit of a temperature. Then finally we're going to sear it on my Pit Boss griddle for something that will be total perfection. So call your family, call your friends, tell them to turn on the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel on YouTube, play this video, and let's just enjoy this together. Let's go. All right, now before I reveal this delicious piece of meat, I want to talk to you about this certificate. So this Wagyu came from Strip District Meats, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I talk about them all the time. They're fantastic. Go to their website, stripdistrictmeats.com. You can order anything on there and they ship it nationwide. This certificate is very important because this symbolizes that this is authentic Japanese Wagyu. It tells you everything about this piece of beef, including all the statistics about the animal that it came from, including a nose print of the cow. A couple things to note on here. You can see the grade, which is A5, which is going to be one of the top grades of beef you can get, and the marbling score, which refers to the amount of kind of that fat content, is going to be a 12, which is super high on the scale. So an A5 marble score 12 is just about as good Wagyu as you can get. So now let's take a look at it. And here it is. Oh man, look at the marbling. That's that MS12. Just look at how gorgeous that looks. And you might be thinking that's a lot of fat, but you know what fat does? It renders. And so that fat equals juice. And this steak's gonna have a richness to it that is unlike anything you've ever had. Now this is a ribeye cut, but you can get any cut that you want. It is, after all, a cow. You can get briskets, you can get tenderloins, you can get any of that sort of stuff from a Wagyu cow as well. All right, so to prepare this beautiful ribeye for the smoker, the first thing I'm gonna do is dry brine it. So I'm gonna cover it with salt, which is actually gonna, over time, it's gonna permeate this fat and it's gonna seep down into it to make the fat a little less kind of hard, which is gonna make it render just in this beautiful way. So, so that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna cover it in salt. I'm gonna take it inside and put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. Then I'm gonna come back out when it's cold and put it directly on the smoker, and that's gonna help it to absorb some of that smoke really nicely. And I'm not really gonna do any other seasoning because it's not gonna need it. This is gonna be such a rich piece of meat that it's not really gonna need any additional seasoning. All right, so to get started, put some salt on like this. And you wanna make sure that you get the salt on that fat, like intentionally. And it might look like I'm adding a lot of salt, but don't worry, we're not gonna result in this crazy salty piece of meat. All right, just collect some of the excess here. All right, so that is all that I'm gonna do right now. It's time to take it inside and put it in the fridge for about 2 hours and really let that dry brine take effect. I'll see you in just a couple hours. All right, so let's talk about how we're gonna do this today. My Pit Boss Platinum Lockhart is sitting at 160 degrees, and that's just the smoke setting. I'm not gonna add any more degrees to this. I want it to really be able to absorb a lot of that smoke as it gently cooks through. So I'm gonna leave it on there until the internal temperature reaches about 115 degrees. I'm gonna use my meat probe to make sure that I'm right on my temperature, and then I'm gonna take it off and put it on my super hot cast iron surface of my Pit Boss Pro Series griddle. Now it's very important with this type of steak that you take it directly from the refrigerator and put it on the heat. Okay, you don't want to bring it up to room temperature because that can actually destroy some of that beautiful marbling and you'll just end up with a pile of melted fat. In fact, sometimes if you get this at a restaurant, the chef will actually take it out of the freezer and instantly cook it, just again to preserve that beautiful marbling. So in about 50 seconds, it will be 2 full hours that my Wagyu steak has been dry brining with that salt. So I'm gonna take it directly from there and we're gonna put it directly on here. I'm gonna probe it and we'll keep an eye on the temp and let you know how we're doing along the way. All right, there we go. Beautiful piece of meat. Go ahead and insert my meat probe here. There we go. All right. You'll also notice that I have my smoke tube back here, and that's just because it's only going to be on here for maybe 30 to 45 minutes. and that's not a lot of time to absorb smoke. So I'm adding a little bit of extra smoke there just to, again, kind of give it that extra kick of flavor. So I'm gonna leave this here, monitor that temperature, and when we get to 115 degrees, we'll be back out and we're gonna sear this bad boy. See you in a bit. All right, my temp just hit 115. Let's take a look. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Woo. All right, it's time to sear this thing. Let's go over to the griddle. All right, if you're a fan of sizzle, get a load of this. So you'll notice I didn't put any oil or anything down, and that's because this is super, super hot, so that fat's gonna instantly start to melt around the outside here. Can you see how that fat is just coming out? Oh, it's great. How long? No more than about 30 seconds per side. All right, that's 30 seconds, let's flip it. Oh, look at that sear. Look at that sear. Oh man. Woo. Is that gonna be good or what? All right, about another 30 seconds here, and then guess what? We are ready. All right, and here's the moment we've all been waiting for. There it is. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at that, the juiciness. All right, it's time to see how we did. Oh, it feels amazing, nice and soft like a pillow. Oh, you know what? I'm going right down the middle of this Wagyu. Now again, this is a meat that you're not gonna eat a lot of at once because of just how rich it is. So we're gonna cut thin strips of this. All right, here we go. Right down the middle. Let's see how we did. Oh man, look. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at the beautiful marbling. Oh my gosh. This whole thing just kind of wants to fall apart in your hands. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the marbling. Oh man, look. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a little slice here. Oh, look at that. Look how good that looks. Oof, man, that is gonna be just incredible. All right, here we go. We dry brined it with salt. We smoked it for about 45 minutes. We reverse seared it. And now there's only one thing left to do. It's to try one of the most delicious pieces of beef anywhere in the world. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so soft. It's very rich. Holy smokes. I can 100% tell why this is considered some of the best beef anywhere in the world. Oh, it's delicious. The level of juice, the texture is unbelievable. And all that fat just turned into straight flavor. So needless to say, I'm gonna take this inside and eat some more of it, but also I gotta have some other people eat some of this because there's no way, again, that I could eat this. It's so incredibly rich, but so delicious. If you ever find yourself in an opportunity where you can get your hands on some Japanese Wagyu, the higher the marble score, the better. The higher the grade, the better. But you gotta make it like this. That extra flavor of smoke on there takes this already incredible piece of meat just to another level in the stratosphere of meats. Well, hey, thank you once again for tuning in to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. If you like this video, make sure that you click the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We've got a big giveaway coming up as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, and I believe as of right now, we're only 19 subscribers away. So it's possible by the next video, we'll be there. So get everybody you know, including yourself, to subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, I mean, how can you not like this video, right? Check out one of these other 2 videos of some stuff that we've cooked up here recently on the channel, Outdoors on the Smoker, and I'll see you next time.